How does the season go for the Ohio State Buckeyes, the reigning national champs? So they start the year off against Texas and Arch Manning, on defensively against Colin Simmons, Anthony Hill Jr., two potential top 10 picks when it's all said and done when those guys do get drafted. Against Texas, I do have them losing 24-20. Believe it's going to be very tough to move the ball against Texas. They were the only team that could limit Jeremiah Smith throughout the entire season last year. Carnell Tate is an absolute weapon on the other side, and maybe the most important guy in this game in the red zone is getting the ball to Max Clare, but just think it's too much for them to beat Texas. Early on, Julian saying have it being a very tight, great game. I'll have you know, I'm an Ohio State fan, so there is no bias or anything here. Just think that they fall in this one against them. Obviously, that matchup is tricky. Can they get Donaldson, Bo Jackson, or Peoples going, whoever's running the football, and then Caleb Downs coming down, to tackle Baxter or Wisner? It'll be very tricky. I got them beating Grambling 54-6, Ohio 43-7 before the bye hits. Against Washington, of course, on the road against Jed Fish, Washington Huskies, a 38-14 win. Believe they're able to pull that one out, really lean on the ability of the outside talent. Against Minnesota, a 46-10 win before they play at Illinois. Look, Gabe Lucas is a very explosive edge player for them, for Illinois, 31-17 on the road. I've got Illinois as a college football playoff team in 2025, so this looks to be a great win for them on the road there at Memorial Stadium. Ohio State, could they have Caleb Downs or Jeremiah Smith saying in the Heisman conversation? Absolutely could. Against Wisconsin at Camp Randall, we know what they did to Wisconsin late in the year, last year in November, right before Thanksgiving. It was tough. They almost beat Oregon, so you have to look at that game. The bye hits, and then they are at home against Penn State, have with the win 23-16. Only one touchdown again for Penn State. Penn State has mustered only one offensive touchdown against the Ohio State Buckeyes in the last 8 quarters, the last 2 games, and it came in garbage time with the Buckeyes. Beat Drew Aller. Singleton Allen is a top 3 duo of a backfield in America. They are able to beat Penn State because Penn State's been Ohio State's little brother the past 3 seasons. They beat Purdue 45-10. They beat Nico Iamaleava and the Bruins 39-13. They beat Rutgers 42-10. Before the game against Michigan, Ohio State will probably be favored by about 5 or 6 going into that one, 10-1. And they beat Michigan for the first time in 5 years, 27-13. They're able to pull out to a nice lead and settle into that, actually being able to run the football against Michigan. There's no Kenneth Grant. There's no Mason Graham for them. They still do have Derek Moore, Rod Moore in the back end. Rashawn Benny, like Michigan, does have a lot of talent, but Bryce Underwood, not enough. And Caleb Downs in the back end secondary. Igbinosin, Sonny Styles, 2 veterans. Let me know what you think. Ohio State 11-1 next year, get to the Big Ten champ game, or something else. Please follow for more.